Hello YouTubers, thank you for joining me once again for another Scotch malt whisky review after last week's very uncharacteristic beer review due to medical constraints. Today we have an exciting one. It is the 18-year-old Laphroaig single malt whisky from Islay. It is non-chill filtered and bottled at 48%, so it's got a bit of a kicking bronco. This bit of a bucking bronco. Lovely signature green bottle there. Laphroaig, I like it very much. I've owned many bottles of the 10-year-old. I've tried the 15 and a couple of the no age statement releases. So the range goes 10, 15, 18. And there are two no age statement releases, quarter cask and double wood. I believe I've tried the no age statement releases. The 10-year-old was a staple of mine back in the UK, and I decided to give you something a little bit different by reviewing the 18. The 18 was brought in as a replacement for the 15, and the 15 itself is now, I believe, the 18-year-old is now due to be demised, and the 15-year-old will take over. A bit of a shame, because I think that there is room in the range for a 10, a 15 and an 18. They are different whiskies. So Laphroaig, obviously very heavily peated, unmistakable character. The 10-year-old I like very much, but it is singular. Is that the best way to describe it? You know, you always know a Laphroaig when you get your nose into it, and I thought that the 18-year-old might be an interesting diversion. Also, I was very keen to try this before it's withdrawn from sale. And yeah, let's have another look at the bottle here. Nice. I've had this for a little while. I've been drinking it slowly because it is due to, it was over 200 Canadian dollars, which is, you know, I do shop in that range, but it's towards the top of my range when I'm trying to try so many different things. And that is a Laphroaig. No, make no mistake. Now, the 10-year-old Laphroaig is known for having the most enormous dollop of medicinal peat, so that TCP antiseptic note. There is definitely a good whack of it here, but it's been brought down with the extra years of maturation. Lots of salty seaside notes that often are quite buried beneath the peat in the 10-year-old. A good whack of tar and carbolic. Ooh, yeah, very, very pleasing this. Also, I'm in the mood for a Laphroaig at the moment. If you try and drink this when you're not in the mood for a Laphroaig, it will go down no better than the 10-year-old. And there's a white wine note on this as well. It's matured entirely in bourbon casks, so there shouldn't be any grape involved. But I can certainly detect it. Carbolic. Oh yeah, I like it. People who don't particularly like the 10 will probably not find this any much more approachable, maybe a little bit, but if you don't like Islay whiskies, don't pretend to like them. Smoke, TCP, carbolic, tar, smoked fish. Yeah. Warm, peppery, punchy, smoky, bitumen. Whew. Yeah, it still packs a real punch. I've been thinking a lot about this. When you buy a whisky with more years on it, you expect the extra maturation to do a number of things. You expect extra maturation to take off rough edges or particularly strong or obnoxious flavours, to take them down a bit, and it does. It takes off the medicinal peat. It brings it down just a notch from the Spinal Tap 11 on the amplifier down to a 9 or a 10. You expect the wood to do some work, to add some flavour, and you expect the previous contents of the cask to do some work, in this case bourbon. What I get here is just a bringing down of that rough medicinal peat, which allows actually an even darker side of the whisky to come out. I wouldn't say that this is a lot more approachable than the 10-year-old. If you love the 10-year-old, you'll probably love this because you're looking at the dark side of the moon. The things that you've been searching for in the 10-year-old are here in abundance. I'm going to have another sniff at this. Loads more coastal. I'm thinking more about it. I think this is Icelandic in character. As I'm nosing this, and as I've been thinking about it, I've been remembering an Icelandic film called Jar City, which is a very, very dark Icelandic film. Loads of panoramas of this rough and rugged landscape and some pretty weird people. And it just takes me straight back to that. I'd love to watch that film for possibly the third or fourth time and go on a couple of glasses of this. Ooh, it's superb. It's unmistakably a Laphroaig, but the medicinal peat has been brought down just a notch, and you're looking at a whole other world of coastal and Islay character. Smoked oily fish, white pepper, tarred rope, it's all there. Not that approachable. You've got to love an Islay to love this. The wine note is an extremely dry white wine. Yeah, this is very, very good. I'd be disappointed if this is actually withdrawn, because I think it's a great addition to the range. Who would this suit? I think the 10-year-old Laphroaig drinker, or the drinker of the 10-year-old Laphroaig. You shouldn't be drinking Laphroaig if you yourself are only 10. If you drink and enjoy the 10 on a regular basis and feel that you want to have a bit more of an education, yeah, go out and buy a bottle of this while you still can. It cost me over 200 Canadian dollars. It's not cheap. But for me it's delivered a real experience, and yeah, a real experience and a real education as well. Okay, I think I'll leave it at that. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you very much everyone. Bye.